I got called, not a team player, for asking for mileage reimbursement. So I got in trouble at work because coworkers think I'm not a team player for asking to be reimbursed for driving a coworker and myself to a car rental place for a work trip. I'm completely stunned and baffled. Crabs in a bucket mentality. If you don't get reimbursed, never volunteer your personal vehicle again. Make sure everyone knows why. Your colleagues have been trained to donate a lot of free labor to this company. The conditioning has become internalized to the point that they will punish a worker that doesn't give free labor. There was an experiment where monkeys were punished by getting doused with water if any one of them took food from a certain shelf. The monkeys in the group stopped taking the food. If a new monkey was introduced and the newbie went for the food, the rest of the monkeys would beat up the newbie if he went for the food. This behavior continued even after the scientists stopped dousing the group with water. Not a team player I can exploit. Managers sometimes get all uppity when you ask for mileage reimbursement. I work from home as per my contract, and basically any time I go to the office or any other work site would be mileage covered per state law where I am. MGR gets livid because she lives in a state where the min mileage for reimbursement is like 5,060 miles. Oh well. This isn't a team, it's a job. Show me the money. Sounds like the company is just cheap. Though not uncommon behavior. My company does not pay for mileage to, from home and office as expected. But if I have to drive into the office before travel, they will pay for mileage from the office to the airport or parking garage or car rental place. Are you graded and reviewed as a team or as individuals? The team player insults have always baffled me. On a team, each player has their own role. They don't play all the positions. So a team player should simply do their own job and trust that others do their own job. Doing everyone's job at the same time is terrible teamwork. My company has very specific requirements to get reimbursed. If you don't meet them, they refuse reimbursement. It's stuff like minimum mileage each way and business need. The mileage is like 100 miles one way. One guy was assigned to supervise at an outside supplier that was like 10 miles below the threshold. And they wanted him there every day for months. He refused because he wasn't willing to put the miles on his personal vehicle for free. They actually rented him a car for that entire period. It was insanely expensive. All because policy dictated that they couldn't reimburse him for his personal vehicle. Doesn't make sense at all. God, I hate this. My manager is just really passive-aggressive about it. Wow, I don't think I've ever claimed my mileage. I just never think about it. I figure it all evens out. That's great, babe. I might feel like that if I made double my salary. Like you do. Many businesses, even those with auto insurance policies that cover work-owned vehicles, do not cover personal vehicles used for work purposes. Never use your personal vehicle for work unless you have verified that you're 100% covered under their policy. Work trips start and end at your house door. If you need to take a taxi at any point throughout the work trip and it isn't for a personal reason, the fare should be expensed. Same goes for bus fare, mileage, bike rental, etc. Any expense incurred throughout the work trip, which is not a personal expense such as, say, buying a nice keychain with the name of the place at the airport, should be reimbursed. Edit. Grammar. Looks like you're suddenly unable to drive you and a coworker anywhere now. Ask your boss for a ride and let's see how much of a team player he is. Damn. I'd have pointed and laughed at them. Even at $40 per hour and decent benefits, I don't make anything close to enough to be coming out of pocket for company profit building. That only comes when I'm given Class A company stock, aka divided paying and voting. Your coworkers gave you grief or the company. If you're driving to a rental place that's on the company dime. If you asking your coworker for reimbursement, I don't know what to say. I'd tell him I'm team anything when compensated. The owner going to be a team player when they look at the profits? I'd consider trading mileage for legitimate profit sharing. We all take one for the team. And you should hear. No, I'm not underwriting the expenses of a for-profit company, even if I'm an owner. Because then I need to claim all these expenses for taxes. Whenever I hear words team, family, squad, I know the company is trying to scam me somehow. Then go above whoever's head that was and report them to HR.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.